Nowadays we are familiar to this term that every other month or every other week you get an update in your iPhone. One version gets older, another version comes in, and they update the software, the framework of your devices. The people after the time of Salihun, this is the idea of those people. They found out that Islam is not often very easy to practice. Every time it goes against their so-called and false interests, they feel like we have to do something to change, to make it more useful, more user-friendly. We live in a time where we have many problems, we have many restrictions, we have many boundaries, we cannot do this, we cannot do that. Why and how? This kind of questions keep coming, and they thought that it's a good time now that we bring out the idea that we have to make the Islam more user-friendly or more modern, suitable to the modern time. There are many versions nowadays. If you look at the country where we are living, you often will hear that we are living in a different country. That fatwa or this fatwa doesn't apply here. So this is like an American version of Islam. You go back to India or Pakistan or Bangladesh, in subcontinental countries, you're going to find different fatwas. That's like a subcontinental version of Islam. You go to the Middle East, you're going to find another version of Islam, which is Arabian version. You go to Africa, subhanallah, there are Salafi version, there are Madhabi version, But of course, at the end of the day, we need to know the only version that takes you close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Madani version. Is the Islam that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam established. Is the Islam that our salihun, our righteous predecessors, they adapted, they practiced. Everything after that only brings, dispersion, division, and also only driven by our whims and our desires. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. And the simple difference that I just mentioned is that the purity of the heart, that they were ready to submit themselves to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's order in any way possible, without making a question of why or how. A group of mujahideen coming back from jihad, and they even didn't get the time to rest, to heal their wounds, to reconcile their hurts, to meet their families. They could have said that, why ya Rasulullah, limada, give us just one more week. And that was the purest version of Islam. And that is why the scholars say, that the more you become closer to that version, the way they practice Islam, if you can practice Islam this way in this time as well, subhanallah, Allah's help and Allah's assistance will definitely come anytime, any moment.